You are experiencing the Kathryn Dunn Show, but for real this time. Welcome. We have with us Nick Stevens, Matt Capazzi, Eric Prater, Elaine Vario. Oh, and Elaine Vario. And my mom. I'm here, and so is Tucker. You'll be seeing him later. Welcome, everyone. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are we all?
Great.
Good.
All right.
I've got moments, seconds, 5 seconds.
What about 5 seconds?
I gotta start walking.
All right. Well, we're about to take you to a new bit, but before we do that, let's do this old bit.
Whine and whisper, light ASMR.
Where you all guess what I'm drinking based on how it sounds.
It really bothers me when people make things too complicated. I prefer the simple approach.
I'm still trying to figure out if I should put on those button things on the back of my phone or not. People keep giving them to me.
Elaine, you're shouting.
Is that a
Also,
complaint?
we're guessing.
Yeah, because I got a drawer full of them and I don't even know if they work.
You're shouting.
Sockets. Pop
They-
sockets.
You were shouting.
They got a name.
You're really just getting louder every time we say you're shouting.
They're called pop sockets.
Yeah,
Oh, stupid name.
my mom just shouted pop sockets for you.
Thank you, but they're a stupid name and it's a stupid item and I don't think I need it.
Okay, you're shouting. Guess what I'm drinking?
Water.
You know what
Pop. It was a hint. It was a hint. It's pop.
I hate it when people guess what Kathryn is drinking.
And it's always water.
You know what? I hate all you guys.
I don't
And
hate you.
You're shouting. You're shouting. And Nick, I hate you too. No, I don't, but it is water, guys. You're right.
Love you, man.
I
Yeah.
love you, man. I love you so much, man.
Oh, my mom is so happy it's water, you guys. I have no idea.
Is it still water?
Yeah, it runs deep.
Still
Still water?
Yep.
Remember?
I wonder.
still water, but still water.
I can't. I really hate. I can't switch devices. I'm going to the bus.
Aw.
What?
Turn everything down.
We're losing you?
Elaine is 007. She's undercover.
Elaine has exited the building. Not quite.
We don't know. We'll find out, though. She'll either pop in or she won't. Hopefully, she'll pop
She'll be on
in.
a bus.
Elaine, or no, Vario. Elaine Vario.
Vario.
Something very strange is happening. So, in lieu of that, let's just go to Nick's segment. Because for some reason, I can't find the banner that moves us to Are You Aware and Do You Care?
Okay.
So.
Oh, hey, Nick. Are you aware that
Oh, wait,
Angels
I found it.
pitcher
I'm so sorry,
Shohei
guys.
Ohtani
Hold on.
has
Let's do that
39
again.
Home runs.
Hold on. Ready? And now it's time for Are You Aware? And Do You Care? With Nick Stevens, where we ask Nick Stevens
are you aware that
things.
Shohei Ohtani, the pitcher for the Angels, has 39 home runs? Are you aware and do you care?
That's like a sports thing, right?
Sure is.
Then I don't care in the
Not
slightest.
soccer. He doesn't care. He's made mention.
Are you aware that there is an 11-foot sunflower that's bringing joy to Paducah County?
I saw that.
I did not know that, but that sounds awesome.
Wait, what was it again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
11-foot sunflower.
Oh,
So-
wow.
I love sunflowers randomly, so
Yeah.
sounds awesome. I do care, and I'm happy.
Are you aware
that you care?
Am I aware that I care? I am not aware that I actually care about things. No.
Are you aware,
aware-
and do you care that there will be 2 supermoons in in August, allowing for an opportunity for a super rare blue moon?
All I'm thinking about that is blue moon. You saw me standing alone.
Oh
So
my
there's
god.
a full moon like
I have a
tomorrow.
friend- And I'm going to stop singing before we get a DMCA takedown.
Blue moon.
See, I told you Elaine would still be here.
Alone.
Blue Moon. I think it's Blue Moon of Kentucky, Keep on Shining. I think, or it's a different song, maybe. I don't know.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
Yeah, that one.
Shine on, da 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 da. That's Elvis.
Okay, go back to the pitcher for a minute. A pitcher has 39 home runs.
He's a freak. He does. He has 39 home runs.
Wow, that's good.
Like
for
a few days ago, he had a doubleheader, and he pitched a shutout. And then in the second game, he hit 2 home runs.
Oh, wow.
What's his name? Bruce?
Shohei Ohtani.
Where's he from?
You pitched a shutout?
Yeah.
A pitcher with home runs. You got that? Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
Oh,
this guy is.
got it.
He's
Yeah,
incredible.
Babe Ruth was a pitcher, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yes, he was.
I didn't know that. Wait,
Yeah.
pitcher? Wasn't he a catcher?
Babe Ruth? No, he was a pitcher.
Wow.
He rose.
Hitter.
He rose.
really
Yeah.
good.
Elaine,
alcohol.
whatever you're doing is noisy and crunchy. Please.
Smashing a bag of
Talker.
potato chips.
What?
Oh,
Smashing a bag of potato chips.
Yeah, probably.
Nick, are you aware that the government found bodies inside crashed UFOs? And do you care?
What?
Nah.
Yeah,
Are you
supposedly
aware?
we finally have aliens.
Are you aware that there is potential evidence that, I mean, they don't know for sure, obviously, but the James Webb Space Telescope, I think I'm saying that right, the big thing that they sent up, the telescope thing. Anyway, there is potential evidence that the universe is twice as old as they once thought it was.
I also lie about my age universe.
You?
I relate to that. And I'm not going to say that I'm twice as old as I say I am, because I would never say that. I'm just going to say that I relate to that.
You know? So if you're 1 million years old or 7 million years old, who cares?
Yoda.
Age is just a
Actually-
state of mind, baby.
And the reason that they think this, that they think this is true or may be true, is because they have discovered, universes, or no, sorry,
They
galaxies.
discovered multiverses?
No, I'm
Are
sorry.
you telling me there's more than one universe,
I
Eric?
spoke wrong.
Yes,
Sorry.
there's one where Shazam
I have seen
exists.
Star Trek.
Galaxies. They discovered galaxies that are more. They're formed like they are fully formed. When in that period of time they shouldn't have been.
Okay.
They should be like starting out as new galaxies and not very like just kind of scattered out there and not really formed, but they're finding
Hey, Nick.
evidence.
Hey, Nick, are you aware that the Earth is melting?
Yeah, are you aware that we've reached a point of global boiling?
Absolutely global boiling. I've got it outside.
And do you
Yeah,
care?
it is hot as shit outside.
It's bad.
Yeah.
She says
It's
as she
bad.
drinks
It's
a plastic bottle. I apologize, Earth. Speaking of Earth, Elaine is showing us some Earth
Look.
right now.
Glass bottle.
That's
Nice.
glass.
Yes, that's glass.
Nice. I love glass.
But I do have my plastic cup. It's reusable.
By the way, Manhattan's sinking. Are you aware of that?
That I didn't know.
Is it?
I also did not know that.
I know that the Maldives are sinking.
No, the weight of the cement.
Mm.
So we're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it to ourselves.
I remember that. They did mention that.
See, a lot of cement in Brooklyn, huh?
Had no idea.
Yeah, they're like
Wow, what's the next
eventually.
segment?
Seabed. If you touch the seabed, you're okay.
What do you mean if you touch the seabed? You're okay.
Well, if you touch the seabed, I mean, you're on the seabed. It's not, they're built like on stilts.
Are you aware and do you care that JoJo Siwa is at war with Candace Bury?
Oh yeah.
I saw that today.
I shared it
I
today.
don't know what that is. And they're
The girls from Full House, Fuller House.
Wait, what's wrong with JoJo? Not JoJo. I met JoJo. What's wrong with JoJo?
Nothing's wrong with JoJo. Actually, if you want to go into a JoJo deep dive, you could look at like this. Do you know the controversy
the
with
Jodie Sweetin thing?
what?
The Full House thing I read
Elaine, can
about?
you mute when you're not talking?
It's Candace Cameron Bure.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, she's at she's doubling down on whatever. Apparently, I mean, I'm Team JoJo. Obviously, I don't like Candace at this point. Do you?
It's not that. They're very religiously whatever.
Oh, the Camerons.
Yeah.
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 What you're looking for is brainwashed, Lucy.
Yeah.
That's the word. That's the word.
But yeah. So, do you know the whole like situation
Which one?
with Candace JoJo Siwa and Candace Cameron?
Yeah, basically Candace said something anti-gay, and then JoJo Siwa was like, hey, what? And I think she was kind of making like Hallmark sound like a place where gay movies don't exist kind of a thing. Like they have their movies, we have ours kind of a thing. I don't remember the details exactly, but I know that JoJo was like, yeah, no, that's not cool. And then there was like a whole thing back and forth. And I don't think Candace Cameron came out of that looking good.
Yeah, well, yesterday I actually read an article about that, and the reason, or what I got from it, is that JoJo Siwa is upset that that Cameron Bure specifically made a movie that excluded people from the LGBTQ community. Like she specifically did that. It's not like she wrote a movie and there just happened to not be any characters in there like that. She wrote a movie and specifically said, I'm writing a movie, like, no, this movie is not going to include these people.
So that's even worse. So yeah, I mean, obviously she's a monster. Are you aware? Do you care?
I am not aware. I care deeply. She is a friggin' monster. May a pox go on her and all of her family.
All right, I'm going to do quick, are you aware and do you care? Because I want to know about all of these. All right, are you aware and do you care that Drake is now the owner of Tupac's ring and he paid $1 million at Sotheby's for it?
I saw that. I do not care about it.
All right, are you aware and do you care that McDonald's has a spin-off restaurant called Cosmix?
I could not give less of a shit than that one.
Oh, are you aware and do you care that Jeopardy champs refuse to be scabs and do recycled questions?
I saw that.
That I am aware of, and I think that is very cool about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Are there recycling questions?
What?
They're recycling questions?
Yeah, they were just going to recycle questions, and that was it. They were just going to, like, recycle the questions that they had already done to not pay writers to generate new material, which is, like, such a beautiful metaphor for the AI problem that is in the world right now.
So they refused to do the show, yeah.
So they refuse to do it. They won't do recycled questions. They want to wait till the strike is over in solidarity with the WGA, in solidarity with SAG. After they're not working on.
I think that's messed up.
Yeah.
Like, they want to scan background actors' images and use them in perpetuity and only pay them once. That's crazy.
Yeah, and for a half day too. I read that it was actually, even to add insult to injury, it's a fucking half day. So yeah, F them. And also, speaking of AI, are you aware and do you care that bikini-clad Mila Sofia is an influencer with thousands of followers and she doesn't even exist?
Oh, I saw that too.
Who?
An AI person?
A pretty girl that doesn't exist. It's an AI image.
Really?
Yeah. Mila Sofia, if you want to follow her or if you want to look into it. But she is like a very classically beautiful influencer, but she doesn't exist.
That is nuts.
Yep. And she has thousands of followers. And I'm sure there are people who are like in her DMs. Like, isn't that sick?
So how do they do that? They just draw a person or whatever? Or
I mean, they take what's classically good looking, they make a composite, and they create an image of like this person that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Take
mean,
everything you think is beautiful, or take every beautiful person and make a composite. Like it's either or, because like AI pulls from things that exist, but it also like can calculate things. So who knows
like the
how they
standards
came
of
up with it?
beauty.
You'd have to look into the specifics of how they specifically generated her. It looks like they went with like classic beauty standards, but I don't know where, because if you were to look at different classic beauty standards in different countries, it'd
Yeah, I
be
was going to
different.
just say that. I mean, beauty is subjective. I mean, you know, what is attractive or beautiful to one person may not be to the next
There's certain
person.
things that are just
They went for
beautiful.
Barb. Just saying.
I mean, that's crazy to me. Like,
But Eric, there really are things that really are people who are just beautiful, like in all cultures.
yeah, I
And-
agree.
Are you aware, and do you care, that Sinead O'Connor has passed?
I am
That was
aware-
sad. I'll tell you what's sad about it is that all of a sudden people care. When she was alive, no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did do some terrible things on Saturday Night Live.
It wasn't so terrible.
Um,
Even with hindsight, hold on, Nick.
wasn't
Even with
terrible.
hindsight, you find it terrible?
well,
I mean,
like, look, people are allowed to have their opinions about politics and religion and stuff. And you can't go
Elaine,
on a
please
national-
mute.
she doesn't
Elaine.
hear you.
Jesus.
Mute.
Please mute. We just hear
Can you mute her?
traffic.
There she
Okay,
is.
cool. Go on. Sorry.
Look, people have strong beliefs, and even though I don't share them, my point of view is I have to respect your beliefs. And if you go on a show like Saturday Night Live and you decide to light a picture of the Pope on fire, that is kind of not appropriate on any culture.
Yeah, because you would
But
need
again,
to cover
that's just
fire
my
before
opinion.
doing it, but she just ripped it in half.
Yes,
She ripped it. But she ripped it in half because it was the whole the sex scandal in the Catholic Church thing. That's what that was.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, her reasoning was the sex scandal in the Catholic Church thing, and the picture that she ripped was a picture that her mother had on the wall. And that's the only picture her mother had on the wall. And her mother had died, and she wanted to get rid of that picture, and there was more to do with the picture. But it had to do with the
Fight the real enemy.
Catholic Church hiding all of the things that were going on with the sexual abuse. So her message wasn't wrong. The way she did it might not have been so.
Yeah. That is what I.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Lucy.
Or the way she did it was fine. It just didn't work for her career, but it worked. It got the point across. People will always remember that.
Yeah,
And
but
I
they'll
don't
never
think
remember
that she cared about a traditional career. I don't think that like what we think of as a successful career is what I think for her it was a success that she did that, and it brought awareness and a conversation to a thing that
but it didn't.
was hidden.
It didn't. The whole thing is her reasoning was good, but the way she did it made her look bad.
Yeah. And,
Because people didn't know that was the reason.
She became the issue. Instead
Right.
of people talking about what she wanted people to talk about, they started talking about Sinead O'Connor. So in that aspect, it kind of backfired.
Yeah, she wanted it to be about the church, but it went the other direction, and it was all about her instead, which is
It was all about burning a picture of the Pope as opposed to the atrocity of the Catholic.
Yeah.
Or the undercover or the whatever, the cover.
But I mean, I think that, in my opinion, no matter how, like if there's something that you want to protest against, no matter how you do it, even if you have like your own personal platform and did it on your own personal platform, there's always going to be people that are going to make it about you personally and not about the issue.
Well, all I know is a really good example of that is Colin, whatever, Kaepernick, whatever,
Kaepernick.
Oh yeah, Colin Kaepernick.
That he, he takes a knee instead of doing that, and that's a bad thing. But when what's his name did it, the other one,
Tom Buchanan.
Come on,
No.
I
know what you're saying.
The very religious one.
Yeah, football man.
Yeah, that football man.
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
Tebow.
Okay, I have a lot to say on
Yeah,
this.
When Tebow did it, that was all. That's okay. But when
Wait,
he
I
did
have a
it,
lot to say on this.
And
I have a lot to say on this.
All right, let's hear it, Elaine.
Okay, when Kaepernick took a knee, he took a knee in honor of the fallen vets because a vet told him to do it that way
you know what?
to turn his back on the flag.
I was gonna. I was.
The other guy did it. The other guy did it because he's praising God, and that's okay because everybody's trying to be God-fearing these days. So basically, the right wings have grabbed onto that whole, both of them, and decided to vilificate the black guy and to praise the white guy.
I've
That's what I
not
have to say.
heard the part about
Point.
vets told Colin Kaepernick that he should take a knee, but I do know that it had to do with why should I take a knee or like pledge to this flag when there's terrible things happening in this world.
And he's been booed by the security and shit when he walks into the garden, which is wrong.
By security, that's bad.
I was just gonna mention that.
But the right wing ones.
Yeah. So
They should be
the way
fired.
that started was Colin Kaepernick. Like, yeah, that's true. Like, he has a friend that is a military vet. He was in the Marines, and the vet actually told him, "This is the most this is the most respectful way to protest is to whenever you don't agree, just take a knee." That his vet friend told him that.
Oh, okay.
And so yes, I mean,
the right wingers are allowed to do it for different reasons. But if you do it for that, that's not good.
The fact that a vet told him makes that even more ironic. Like, they're just so, it's ridiculous. All right, speaking of ridiculous, are you aware and do you care that if you file a noise complaint in New York and you hold the summons, you are entitled to half of whatever that company, that restaurant has to dish out in fines?
Oh, what?
Yeah, so there's this guy, his name is Eric Eisenberg. He is a lawyer in New York, and he is a civilian, and he has filed thousands, like the 1,200, I don't even know. He said a couple hundred, but who knows, complaints about different, noise complaints about different venues. And he has, I think, generated income from this because he found a loophole in the law where if you were to file a noise complaint, you can submit like video proof that there is like a violation of this noise ordinance, whatever. And then you hold the like summons, whatever, you can then be entitled to half of something, half of whatever the fine is. I don't know exactly the details. We don't fact check. Do your own research. Google everything. But this is all true. Isn't that crazy?
that is crazy.
Nick, are you aware and do you care?
No.
All right, and that was that. So now we're moving on to uplifting animal news with Elaine Vario, who is always prepared.
All right. I'm only going to do the two that Matt has given us recently. One is about, spoiler alert, Molly, who had a tumor removed, and she's Stephen King's pet. So, but it was benign. Is that the right word? Benign?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yay, team Stephen King's family. All right. Wes, he knows animals. We know from Cujo and Pet Cemetery. He knows animals. Right? Right.
Look at the little Cujo.
Go Cujo. And the second spoiler is kind of a segue because Stephen King, did he write Ben? No, I might be wrong. Never mind. Not a segue at all. Spoiler alert, dog named Ben. Who's not even a segue, but is now taking care of a bunch of duck species being nice to each other. I just do. I love stories. I love the goat and the pig stories. What
happened with Ben? You cut out.
I cut out?
Yeah, what was the story with Ben?
Ben is taking care of a family of ducklings.
Aww, and he's a doggy?
Oh, I just saw something.
He's a German Shepherd boy. A boy German Shepherd.
Oh, wow.
I saw the cutest thing with a seal that was albino. And they called it an ugly duckling. And the other ones were avoiding it, but then they took it in and it was okay.
A seal?
They were all black. Yeah. So she seal. It had a name. I don't remember what it was. It had a name.
Elaine, mute.
I'm trying.
but all the other seals were black. In the beginning, you see them going away from her, but then they all joined in, and she's okay.
Precious. This should have been an Are You Aware and Do You Care? But Biden's dog bit another Secret Service agent, and they're acting like the dog is the problem. I think that Secret Service agent might be the problem. Also, where's the cocaine? And maybe this dog is on the case. Ever think of that?
I didn't know that.
There's
Okay,
a
that's the
zoo.
thing is we're gonna be.
There's a zoo that no longer wants. What?
Service guy had it coming.
Is it like the 10th time that the dog has bitten somebody?
This is a different dog. So,
Yeah.
yes and no. What are you saying, Nick?
I'm sure the Secret Service guy had it coming.
Oh, exactly.
He has two different dogs, and each dog has been a Secret Service person.
Well, yeah. So I think Champ and
I'm
Commander,
sure they both had it
or
coming.
Major. I think Major and Commander. I think Commander is the one that's biting now, and Major's the one that bit in the beginning. They were adopted babies. I don't know. One of them is staying with a friend or adopted out to a friend while he, whatever, is president or forever. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they were rehomed.
That probably means that the Secret Service people are the ones that have the drugs on them.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
Exactly.
Dogs can.
Dogs
yeah,
know.
they can.
Trixie
Dog
always
know. I go with
knows.
the dog.
You can see a stingray skeleton on our thing, so when Halloween comes out, you'll know what the real ones look like. Oh no, this is just sad. It was about the 8 dogs on their way to a training facility. I don't want to talk about it, but it's bad, so Google it. It didn't go well. And then the piranhas. The zoo doesn't want you to think of piranhas as being bad guys. They're not, apparently. All right.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was it?
You don't put a foot in the water, they're fine.
Yeah. Now it's time to talk about our pets. And here's Mr. Cute.
Yes.
Hey.
And he really is so cute.
All right, I have to go.
Aw, don't you have anything to tell us about your pets first?
Yes, one of them was delicious.
You're a terrible person,
You're
and I hate you.
terrible.
Get the out and don't come
What's
back.
wrong with you? What's the matter
Bye,
with you?
Nick.
Fine,
Mr.
Nick.
I can't believe it.
Fine,
You
Nick.
know what?
Just go.
I don't want to be
Come
here.
on.
No one
I
likes
love
you.
you.
You're a terrible
I'm
person.
done with
Just
you guys.
leave.
It's
So
over.
mean.
We're done.
How
This
could you
was
do this, Nick?
Such a horrible person.
He's
Now
kidding.
we're going to know
I
what we did wrong for the rest
never
of the
want
day.
to see your face again.
Why,
All
Nick?
right, I'll see you guys
Why?
next week, though.
No, I hate you. Leave.
Wait,
You monster.
he just got an award.
An award for being the biggest jerk on the planet.
Yeah.
Yes, we kept on the show. He's got an award.
You're
What
both
is
All
it?
right, I'll see
yelling.
you guys next week.
All right, Nick. Is
Okay,
there anything you want to plug before you go? Then put it in your butt, because I don't care.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah. What she said.
Don't listen to her. She cares.
He does care. She cares more than I do.
Whatever.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
that's a
love-
given.
Bye.
Love you, friends.
Bye, y'all. Or bye, Nick. Not y'all.
Nick.
I'm not leaving too. See you, Nick.
Wow, we're really good at awkward.
Yeah. Okay. So, Tattletales. Anyone want to tell me anything about the what?
Cat's doing better.
Good.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the cats. If they, how they
Cat
were.
to the vet. Took the cat. The cat was on his deathbed, so I took the cat, thinking, okay, I got to find out what to do because clearly he's on his deathbed. So I went to the vet and I said, just give him electrolytes. I don't care about the testing. He's 20 years old. Just give him electrolytes. So he did, and apparently he had fleas too. So I sent all the rugs out to be cleaned because they had really bad fleas. And it's like, well, how the hell they get fleas? And they did it because they said probably came in on people's shoes, or somebody came into this house who had an animal and fleas.
That's so weird.
Yeah, because I haven't.
Which
There's
which cat?
how can-
Which cat is that?
Joey, my Joey.
Okay, so Joey's doing better.
Joey's doing much better. So
Oh,
anyways,
no.
so he got the whatchamacallit, because he went from like this, just lying down, not moving, completely lethargic, half dead.
Uh-oh.
He gave him the thing for the fleas, and he gave him the
Elaine.
electrolytes.
Thank you.
And after he had the electrolytes, all of a sudden he's now meowing for food, and he can't get enough. Yay!
Nice.
What a good boy.
Awesome.
Yeah. well, that's uplifting.
But
Yeah.
you know what's really weird? And this is so funny. Joey's always been the alpha male. Well, all of a sudden, they switched roles. He's not the alpha male anymore.
What
His
is
brother has
Oh my
become
gosh.
the male. It's
Did he
weird.
retire as alpha male?
No, it's just very weird that could happen. But it's like, you know, because he was always the one that, it's my food, I'm going to eat it first, and now he moves away when his brother comes. I'm like, oh dear.
Oh, I
Wow.
wonder if it's Alpha or if he's just respecting the elderly.
No, he don't respect.
No, that happens. My
Joey does not embarrass when it comes to food.
never mind.
What are you gonna
Doesn't embarrass Joey and food.
Aw, Elaine, what were you gonna say?
Wait, I just wanted to say my dog Butch, not 2.0 Prince here, but the original
Can't understand. Elaine, you're cutting it out.
was checking the car. Okay, but just sitting in the front seat, looking out the window, acting like he owned the car. So it was like his whole personality changed after Dutch.
I understood that as her dog learned how to drive after another dog died. I don't know.
That's it. Yeah.
if that's what she said, but I heard that with the scrambles.
That's it. That's what I said.
Yeah. This is my little smooshy moosh head. She's here now. Look at her. Look at her. She's so small. She's so small.
Oh,
Yes. Yes, it's very important to me that you know how small she is. She's a monster, and I love her. And Trixie is doing better and worse every day, but she's better today, so that's good. I don't let her go up the stairs anymore. She can sometimes go down the stairs. She lets me know when she's in the mood to go down the stairs. I'm worried about her little legs, but I hope she's okay. And she's on CBD, so hopefully that'll help.
you know, I've always wondered that about like how effective CBD is for animals, like if it works or not. Like, you know.
Well, when you give them medications, the medications they take are the same as our medication, just a different dosage.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
if it works,
I'm seeing like the about like the efficacy of it. Like, how is it effective? Like, does it work? You know, like
if she's better, it's working.
so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know, and I just hope it works.
Yeah.
And it's vague about what they even say that it's supposed to help with. So I
Yeah,
don't even know what I hope it helps
that's
with.
another thing too. Like I don't know what it's supposed to help with, but yeah. So I didn't know if it was like a gimmick or if it was actually like a helpful thing or. You know.
My neighbor recommended it so strongly that it made me think that it was a real thing, but I still don't know if it's a gimmick or not. And I don't even mess with CBD. Like I'm a give me the real stuff kind of girl, but I don't necessarily know what I'm talking about. Like CBD could be better, and I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's just my thoughts on it. Like, I don't know if it actually is effective for pets or not. Like, I don't really know.
Yeah. I have a story to tell you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I was walking with somebody and Bull, and every time I walk past this place, I'm like, oh, the cat, I love the cat. I'm going to take a picture. And sometimes the gate's down, sometimes the gate's up, but the cat is always, if you look somewhere. And sometimes I don't see it, and sometimes I do. But this particular day, the gate was up, and you could see the cat, full, gorgeous red cat, just like big boy, beautiful boy. And the person that we were walking with was like, what's going on? Because Bull's like, you're obsessed with that cat. You're always taking pictures of that cat. And then, Bull explains to him like, oh, just her being obsessed with that cat. He's like, oh, the cat's there? And we're both like, yeah, the cat's there. And he's like, let me see the cat. So then he starts walking towards the cat, and the cat gets up. Now, I've walked past this cat a lot for years now, and I've never seen the cat get up. And I'm thinking like, oh, the cat must really like this guy, like that the cat is having this reaction to this guy. And then he does like a rah, like, and then scares the cat. And then Bull is like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm playing with the cat. And he's like, what? Why are you doing it like that? He's like, 'cause I like scaring cats. And then he's like, someone's going to come out and tell you to stop. As the cat, whoa, Elaine, that looks vulgar. We're going to get banned. As the cat is like running to the back to tell people like, yo, this just happened.
Oh, my ear.
that's when he goes like, I don't care, that cat shouldn't have been in the window. It was bananas. I laughed for like an entire block because it was so absurd that I couldn't like calculate it in my head, that I just was like laughing like a lunatic, pushing my dog in a stroller, wearing a straw hat because I'm not supposed to be exposed to the sun. So this whole thing was quite the picture. Yeah. And this was all after raccoons were found at my neighbor's. Actually, this has been a crazy week for animal stories. There were these little baby raccoons in the wall, and then Bull and I went to walk Trixie, and we could hear like this strange noise. And we were like, what is that strange noise? And then Bull's like, I think it's raccoons. And then eventually figures out that it is raccoons, and that the neighborhood has kind of created a circle around these like baby raccoons that were found in the wall for like 2 days, just yelling. And then, like, as I'm thinking I'm going to get a box, this woman comes over and she's got a box and she's, like, feeding them milk and, like, whatever. And it was, like, really weird, really dramatic. And then she was, like, kind of oscillating between... Anyway, she didn't know if they were basically just lantern flies and if they should kill them, or if she should let them into her house and care for them in the night. And it was like really weird to watch, because I've been there for like animals that needed care, and you see the people that stop and they want to help. And this particular situation, everybody stopped and wanted to take selfies. And then you see the people that come by and they're like, you should just shoot that animal and put it out of its misery. It's never the same person that brings the box. You know what I mean? Like, it's never the person who's saving the animal. It's also the one that's like, we should kill this animal. So that was bananas. I did hear that like one person went over and found out that they were like okay when they went over to check on them. They were like in the bathtub. They were advised on how to take care of them, and then like animal rescues were going to come the next morning. So hopefully they're okay. And I know you're not watching, but if you are little raccoons, I hope you're living a happy life in a raccoon sanctuary. And that's my animal week story. Oh, we've got incoming. Look at the baby boy. That's Joey.
Yes, he's not looking so good, but he's alive.
Yes, he is.
That's great.
Right there. They're going to be 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's true.
20.
Wow. Wow.
That's really good for a cat, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, our other cat, Tuffy, he made it to 23, 25. No idea. They're not going to make it that long.
They are. They might. You don't know.
I can see it.
But yeah, we'll tell you the story of how they came into our lives next week. So tune in next week to hear the beautiful story of how those cats became our friends. Because it's actually really adorable and super sweet.
It is.
But we should probably move on to this next segment.
Ooh, that reminds me.
And the word to get started is cats. Cats makes me think of the time that I saw Cats on Broadway, and it was like really hyped. Oh, never mind. I wasn't alive.
Cats remind me of the center because they always find the center and take a nap there.
That reminds me of the time I was starting to find out that I might have this thing called narcolepsy, and then there are pictures of me sleeping with a cat, which I thought was totally normal. We were just like, here's me curled up next to a cat on the, like literally like a cat. Like I would just like fall asleep like a cat, and I just didn't think that wasn't normal with cats. Apparently that could be narcolepsy. Not cataplexy, but I do have cataplexy too.
Well, that reminds me that the cat was your babysitter.
That reminds me that I loved my cat so much, and my cat would meow, and he would be like, meow, it's time for bed. And then if I didn't come, he'd come back and be like, yo, I'm serious, it's time for bed. And he would keep meowing until I went to sleep, and then he would sleep on my pillow.
That reminds me that some of my friends are uncomfortable with the fact that I scratch the furniture and sleep like a cat in the middle of the floor.
You scratch the furniture?
Comedy.
Yeah, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. He did a bit. You know it's a bit because Matt doesn't scratch furniture the way Mitzi does. Mitzi's the real furniture killer. All right, guys. I don't know what we're gonna do on this, but let's see if it happens.
now.
Where we bring you a completely random and anonymous couple's gripes and we have you settle it. And keep in mind that this is completely anonymous, completely random. And Matt, please read one from our viewers.
All right. So you're you have a grocery cart, and you've left the grocery store, and you're taking things out of it, possibly to put them in the trunk of your car. And while you're doing that, someone asks you, "Hey, can I use that cart?" Do you say no? Just it's really not a big deal for you to get your own, or do you say, "Yeah, just give me a few minutes"? Or in a panic, do you throw everything into the trunk and say, "Fine, fine, fine"?
Without me.
Oh, okay.
Like as soon when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What? Who did that? Who did that? Obviously, this is completely random and anonymous and made up, but like, who did that?
I was putting groceries into my car, and someone asked me if they could use the grocery cart, and I just thought it was kind of weird. And I said,
Guys, I'm getting
I
on the
said no.
train soon, so I will be in and out even worse. Love you, bye.
Love you.
Okay.
So you were saying?
Yeah. Someone asked me that, and I said no.
You just said no?
You said no?
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that you threw your groceries in the car and said, "Fine, fine." I believed it. But I would say just wait. But I don't know that I would probably be the one that's like, "Fine, fine." That's why I was like, "Oh, obviously that's real," because everybody does that, right?
So I would do option B and take my time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, I would be like, yeah, sure,
When I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, I put a coin in it.
Hmm.
You don't put coins in them in the States, do you?
I don't think so.
Some
Here in
stores.
Europe, put coins in them.
There's a guy there was like in the Settle This Petty Shit Facebook, I shared a thing about a guy who worked at a grocery store and would keep the coins and how his mother's friend thought that was stealing. What do you guys think?
Keep the coins that are in the thing?
Yeah, but you work there. Your job is to collect the carts.
I mean,
okay,
if people,
if the people left them with the coins in them, then no.
Yeah, I mean, if they forgot their coins, then they just forgot them, and I don't think it's stealing. I mean,
it's not stealing.
You didn't directly take them.
I don't know about the thing with shopping carts and coins.
You've never experienced this?
For example,
here in Europe, when you get a shopping cart, one is locked into the other, and you put a coin to release it.
Oh wow!
So when
Never
you
seen
come
that.
back, you stick it in, you take your coin out. That way, they're guaranteed that you're going to return the carts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you do with the coins.
I don't know. The only store that I know that does it is Save a Lot, but I'm sure there's other stores out there that do that.
There was a store in Great Neck that first started doing it, and it was like, what? It was new. That was where I first saw it, in Great Neck. It was a grocery store in the
Anyway, so they have them all over Europe. You pay for the carts. You don't pay for the carts. You just put a euro in, 50 cents in, you got 2 euros in, whatever it is, and
you get it back when you re-click it.
You get it back.
I mean, I couldn't imagine.
Get it back. That way they get their carts back. So it's not that big a deal. But yeah, if somebody left the coin and left the cart and the other person took it, it's their coin.
No, but the person works there.
I couldn't imagine.
I don't think that's a big deal.
I couldn't imagine why someone would want to steal a cart in the first place.
People steal carts all the time.
It's kind of obvious when you steal a grocery cart.
One, if you're homeless, it's your life. And if you want to carry stuff, it's easy.
It's also fun.
Yeah,
you
also
get into mayhem.
In some areas, having a grocery cart is a status symbol. That means that you've arrived and people look up to you in that community.
There are some people in my neighborhood with a yellow grocery cart, and I'm always like, where'd you get that? Because it's just yellow. The whole thing's bright yellow. It's real pretty.
I have an orange one.
See, that's pretty.
You see, shopping carts are a great conversation.
Grocery carts.
In your home?
Yeah.
From where?
grocery stores.
You
They
stole
left them
them?
outside. No. Somebody else did. And they left them. So I said, okay, well, we put it in the garage so I could bring groceries back and forth to the elevator.
Nice. All
I
right.
like
now-
to put grocery.
I'm doing all
I
this
like to-
construction. I've got stuff in them, and I'm using them in the house to move stuff around.
See, there you have it, Eric.
I usually put my grocery carts on the coffee table. It's a good icebreaker.
Bam. It's also a good coffee table breaker. And now it's time for something completely planned. Yes, that's right. We took the time to write a play over the week, and now we're going to present it to you. Matt, why don't you set us up?
Wow.
What is it?
Okay. So, okay, at an airport, someone just ran the entire length of the airport to get to a gate, and the attendant at the gate is being difficult.
Blah, 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 blah. You don't understand.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but they already boarded, and I can't let you on the plane. I really apologize.
No, I got to be on this plane.
I'm sorry, but you're just too late. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say.
But my bags are on there.
Well, your bags are gonna go, but you're not. I'm sorry.
I mean, isn't that a security violation?
Oh, hold on one second. Hold on. Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to know how to fly a plane?
Yeah, I can fly this plane. Let me fly it.
Great. Oh, you're really helping us out a lot. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Doesn't the plane have a broken phalange? I know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about, co-pilot?
It's a line from Friends.
Okay.
Oh.
So, which one of these buttons do I press to start this thing?
On.
Okay. You ready? You ready? You ready to do this, co-pilot?
I am ready.
Whoa, where'd you come from? And that was what happened. Tune in next week to find out how it all ends. All right, that was just brilliant, guys. Real high class stuff. Highbrow, rather. Oh, no. All right, and now it's time for... where we get to ask my mom anything.
Oh, it's a long way.
Where is she?
Yeah, where are you?
It says it, but I can't see it.
Looks like
Sheepshead Base Station.
Okay.
Lucy, do you like country music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Name your favorite country music artist.
I don't have one.
You do, because there are some that are pop. Like Shania, Faith Hill,
Faith
Carrie
Hill.
Underwood,
I'm
maybe
gonna go with
Taylor
Faith Hill because-
Swift.
I'm going to go with Faith Hill because I met her and I really liked her.
There you have it. See?
Wow. Hey, what is there a story there? What happened?
Oh, actually, yeah, it was a story. It was her 40th birthday, and her husband, Tim McGraw, planned this fabulous surprise party for her. And he had all of her relatives that came in, and he rented the Christina, the Onassis yacht, and she had no idea. So I was picking them up at the airport. So I picked them up at the airport, and I was their person, let's say, and I took them to their hotel, and she had no idea what country she was landing. All he told her was what kind of clothes to bring.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It was their 40th birthday. It was absolutely awesome. So, but I'll tell you, they were so sweet. So they have like their daughters. I want to say their daughters. They just have daughters. And they rented these really nice villas. They're bungalows, but they're villas. So the next day when I went to go get them, Tim McGraw says to me, he goes, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. And I only mentioned my name once. But she came off the plane and she goes, hi, my name is Faith. It's like, seriously, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So they were so nice. They were so nice. And
That's great.
and then the next day, I actually got to go on the Christina because she went on a private tour of the Acropolis, and then afterwards she came to the boat, and she had no idea who was going to be there. And her father, who was much older, she's adopted apparently. Her father, who's much older, they called him the commander, but he was dressed as one of the skippers on the boat. So when she met all of the crew, the last person that she came to was the father, and she had no idea he was there.
Oh my gosh.
Like, oh
that's
my
great.
god! So it was a thing. So that was really
Yeah.
Did you
Nice.
get emotional?
No.
I would get emotional when I saw, like, if I saw her reunited with her dad, like, not knowing that he's there, I would cry. Or I would hold back cries.
It was all of her relatives, all of her. She had. They were afraid. Anyway. So Tim McGraw had put together. They were staying. They were at the hotel, a different hotel. She had no idea they were there because they were staying in a different hotel. She was staying in a different hotel. They all went on board the boat waiting for her, and she had no idea they were going to be there. He brings her to the boat, and then she sees them there. So it was a big surprise. She didn't even know what country she was going to.
Wow.
I want that.
Yeah. She didn't even know what country she was going to.
Oh.
But she's stunning, and he's so nice.
Oh yeah. Her and Shania. Man, they were something.
Yep. No, Faith Hill.
Fun fact: this is just since you mentioned Tim McGraw. His father was a professional baseball player.
Yeah, apparently, and I thank God I didn't mention him, although I might have mentioned being a Met fan. I don't know that I did, because you're not supposed to have too much conversation in case you say the wrong thing. But it turns out that his father, he didn't have a relationship with his father.
No.
And I read about it, so there wasn't really a relationship with his father. But he's got a really good relationship with his kids.
Oh, good.
That's good.
And she's adopted.
Mm.
I found that out because she does a show every year. When I went back to the States, there was some show. She does a show every year about people who, songs and things that they do, and all of them that are performing are all adopted or have adopted babies.
Mm. Okay.
And that's how I found out she was adopted.
Yeah.
Anyway, her father was size quite a bit older. Quite a bit older.
Yeah, I saw Tim McGraw once.
She was 40 and he had to be like 90, the father.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Or 80 something. I mean, he was old. He was old.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw Tim McGraw once in concert, and he, like as a surprise, he brought Faith Hill out at the end to do like I don't remember what song it was, but it was one of the like their songs that they do together. You know.
Anyway, they're a really nice couple, and they're real. I mean, they're nice. They're nice together. They're nice.
Yeah.
So the guide had them. And what he liked so much is nobody knew who they were
Yeah. Huh.
because they're at the Acropolis. Nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
He's a country singer. He hadn't done Blind Side yet, or whatever that movie was.
Yeah, The Blind Side. Yeah, that's an awesome movie, by the way.
So he hadn't done that yet, and nobody really recognized him at all, and certainly wouldn't have known her because she's a country singer.
Ah,
Mm.
Well, this is Greece. It would have only had. It wouldn't. A Greek wouldn't have known who they were. Only Americans that might have been there would have known who they were. So there was an anonymity that they liked. Right now, Shaquille O'Neal is here,
I want to be
Shaquille O'Neal?
there.
and Magic Johnson.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Well, he rents a yacht every year.
Mm.
Oh.
Came to Greece. They liked it. They're back.
Yeah, of course they liked it. What's not to like?
Is Greece still on fire?
Oh my God! Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's on fire. The heat is amazing, but yes, it's on fire.
Mm.
So what's going on with your place? Is it
Oh
done?
my God. Well, right now my kitchen, a third of my kitchen has been moved to the new kitchen, and they're coming, and I'm having the rest of it moved this week before I leave for the States.
Oh, okay.
Take
So there's
pictures.
a lot before and afters.
Mhm. I want to see.
I will.
And that was Ask Mom, where we get to ask my mom anything. And now this is...
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
with Matt Capazzi.
Okay, so on this day, in 1966, a song hit the number one. A song became the number one song, and it was highly influential. It's a song that would end up influencing people like Iggy Pop and the Ramones. And Jimi Hendrix would give a memorable performance of the song at the Monterey Pop Festival a year later. And the song that became number one is Wild Thing by the Troggs. So on this day in 1966, Wild Thing became the number one song, and everyone stopped what they were doing and they started dancing in the streets, and nothing was solved.
Mm.
Yay!
Nice.
All right, Eric.
It's amazing. Like it's amazing. Like something so simple, like a 3-chord riff. Like people, well, I don't know. Maybe not today, but at least like 20 years ago or something like that. Like everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, I know that."
Yeah.
I know that.
I think still today people would know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that. Sure.
Wild Thing.
You make my heart sing.
Yeah, everybody's saying it in their head when you said it.
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
Eric.
yeah, the-
Everything.
And then it got redone when they did that movie Major League or something.
Yes.
Oh
They
yeah.
played Wild
He was
Thing.
wild, and they played it every time he came out.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
'Cause that was like his nickname or something like that.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Wild Thing or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, Major League. Wasn't it called Major
Yeah.
League?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Charlie Sheen. Yeah.
All right, Eric. What would make the world a better place before we get out of here?
What would make the world a better place is if everyone were to do a good deed for someone else, even if it's just anonymously,
AFO.
or for a stranger, open a door,
Give them the shopping cart.
smile at someone, just smile at someone, smiles
Hey,
at people. Yeah. So
All right.
just do a kind deed whenever you can.
You heard it here. Do a kind deed for a stranger. Give them a shopping cart with your coins in it and tell them that you love them. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You can check out Matt Capazzi's podcast.
Oh yeah, on Spotify. It's called Matt C's Podcast. Just you have to knock 3 times and use the search term Spotlight Genesis, and then you'll actually find it.
There you have it. And I think that's everything for plugs. Or Alveus, I know, right?
Yeah, Alveus Sanctuary. They actually just acquired 2 marmosets. So,
Cute. Also check out Woodstock
And-
Farm Sanctuary and Farm Sanctuary. Go on.
I was just gonna say you can also find me on TikTok, Eric Prater _.
Nice. So check him
So-
out. Check all of us
All
out.
I got.
You've been amazing, Mom. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Apparently,
right?
we're on the same flight.
I know. It's delightful. Okay, everybody. Bye.
So take a suitcase.
Oh, I should now?
Yeah.
Because
Tucker
it
will be the
costs less
pilot.
if you take a suitcase.
I don't even know what that means.
Tucker will be
Bye.
the pilot. Yeah.
Thank you.